Welcome back to Crop Chop and Grow. I'm Joe. Today we're going to be taking a look at the girls 2 weeks after transplant. We're also going to be feeding and watering. Let's hop into it.
Next level.
Alright guys, so like I said, 2 weeks after transplant, the girls are looking really good. They definitely need to be watered. They're not fully drooping down or anything like that, but they definitely need to be watered. And I got finally guys, make sure I don't show my address on here. I finally got the straw from Build-A-Soil. This is how it comes. No one told me this. It's in a box. It's just loose in a box. Why? Why wouldn't it be in a bag? I don't understand, or I don't know. Maybe I had higher hopes. I'm just used to the oyster straw log. Man, having it loose just feels weird, right? Like, what got in there? I don't know. Now I'm scarred for life. Like, having bugs on that last grow just scarred me. I don't want bugs. I got multiple different comments in the last video. I'm gonna up my fan game. I'm gonna get the airflow going and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be cleaning a lot more, which I have not cleaned yet, so that's going to be something that we're going to be doing as well. We're also not doing too much where I'm going to be all in there touching them and stuff like that. We're more just kind of just putting the straw on and kind of showing you guys what I do when I give them like a liquid feed. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, there we go, kind of. Maybe I can zoom in when I get in post there. Yeah, there you go, that's better. So I'm going off of the vegetative portion of this. This is the old school Build-A-Soil feeding schedule. I love this feeding schedule. Absolutely amazing. The new one looks great. I just like, this is the one I'm used to, so it's just what I'm going to be keep on using. But basically we're going to be using the Q Yaha extract, the Rootwise Micro Complete, the Big 6 macro, or micro, sorry, Big 6 micro nutrients. We don't need to throw craft blend in there right now. We don't need to. We could to just kind of top it up, but it's been a week. We did put it in last week, so I think it's okay. We also did a top dress of the Kawoka worm castings, so that was really good too. That's not really kind of full anymore. It's kind of dropped down with the watering and everything like that, so maybe we'll add a little bit more next week. Let me know what you guys do. Do you guys do worm castings every single week, or is it like every other week? We're also going to put in some pure protein dry. I always have problems saying that. That's going to be, I think it's a hydrolysate fish emulsion additive or amendment deal. So that's another thing that we're going to be adding. Also the horticultural aloe, that's hard to say as well. And the Rootwise enzyme elixir, that's the last thing. Sorry, there's so many jump cuts. I can't read everything straight down. I'm like pausing and trying to figure out where my place is and everything. Anyway, that's basically it because we don't have any of the plant extract. We only have the pumpkin extract, which is for flower. So we're not going to throw that into the vegetative right now. So let's throw all that stuff into our Chapin sprayer and start spraying. All right guys, here's the girls. After we did everything to it, we did everything. We put the 12 seed cover crop in. We obviously did the straw, you guys can see that. We obviously did all the amendments and everything like I was talking about in the Chapin sprayer. We sprayed through all of that. And we're basically at the point now where I think someone commented why we haven't trained these girls. And I totally agree. I don't know why it's been taking me so long to do everything, but let's train these girls right now. When we get to this pot here, I want to talk about these girls here for a second, but we'll jump into that in a minute. So we're going to basically just twist the top here. That's it. We're going to basically just low stress train these girls, stop the vertical growth just like that, and then let the rest of the bushiness catch up. I don't know why we didn't do this yet. You guys are right. All right, let's do the rest of it. All right, so we got everything kind of bent over, low stress trained. The only thing that we didn't do were these here, and I wanted to talk about these real quick. So this one I noticed this morning. Let me see if I can get a little zoomy zoom in here. Right in there, I don't know if you guys can see that, if that's in focus or not, but there's a white hair in there. Can you guys see that? My goodness, so that is one female that we have. This one, I believe, is going to also be a female. It hasn't shown a white hair yet, but I'm really, really hoping that it is. And that's kind of what I wanted to ask you guys, because this one here is kind of whatever. We'll figure it out. We can always transplant that one out. But what do I do? Do I grow both of these and take clones and stuff before we flower them? Well, definitely I'm going to take clones, 100%. That's a given. But do we flower both of them out? Do we just keep one? I'm not really sure what we should do. You guys let me know in the comments. I think we should keep both of them and just kind of go from there and see what happens with it both. I know we're going to be over our plant count, and that's not great, so maybe we can figure something out. But yeah, we'll basically go through the process. We'll take the clones and everything, and we'll go from there. I'm just really hoping that one of those turn out kind of gassy, so we can cross our fruit punch here to something like that. I'm not sure what these will be. They're not growing the best, so if they're not good, obviously we're not going to keep them around, and we'll just kind of cut everything down. But at least we'll have 5 good plants to kind of go, you know, go home to. But this is kind of an experiment. That's why I did it. It wasn't to gain massive yield or anything like that. I just want to see what these flavors have to offer that are 18 plus years old. And I'm down to keep going through that whole bag that we have left. So we'll find something. I remember one smelled exactly like blueberries, and this is years and years and years ago, guys, years ago. But anyway, let's low stress train these girls as well, just to catch everything up to each other. And after we take the clones for everything, and as long as we have these clones down here, we could just flower, get what we get, and then move on and see if we even want to cross anything with this. The fruit punch is what I want to kind of keep around. I know we have all the seeds and stuff. We don't need to clone or anything, but if I can take a clone and then we can cross it with something with this, or, you know, vice versa or whatever, then, you know, that might save us a few weeks on popping another seed or something like that. But as long as we have clones and whatnot, we can move forward and everything will be fine. I think maybe we'll flower in the next 2 weeks or so. That's maybe 3 weeks. That's kind of like what my ballpark is. I feel like in the next week, we'll see a lot more branching out. And then the week after that is probably when we'll take the clones. I'm not really sure. We'll probably judge it on how big the plants get and everything like that. So bear with me. It's always like a guessing game for me. I'm not a professional. I just love doing this. I love growing. It's so much fun to me. But yeah, guys, that's basically what this week has in store. We topped, we fed, we watered, which is the same thing because it was amendments mixed into the water, and we put some straw on, which we definitely needed to cover all that soil, that bare soil. I did water them. I'm going to go back and water them a little bit later just so everything kind of like soaks in, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens in the next week. All right, guys, so I asked you guys in the last video whether you wanted to see weekly videos or monthly videos, and just because Norma G, not just because, but mainly because Norma G said he wanted to see weekly videos, we're going to keep it to weekly videos. I really like weekly videos. I like showing you guys everything that happens, basically, obviously every single week, but it's like every little step that the plants take, every little step that we take to kind of like help them out in their process of growing. It breaks it down into like a micro level, if that makes sense. So I really like that. I know that monthly videos or even just seed to harvest straight up would be way better, and I'm getting better at my seed to harvest game. I'm basically filming this in the future of like making each of those plants a seed to harvest. I know you're going to be seeing a lot of the same kind of footage, but like it's more about the plant itself and what I have to say about it in the voiceover is what I'm assuming you guys come to see. I know you want to see the beauty shots and everything like that, which I can't wait to start doing. That's going to be so much fun. But I really think that the main portion of a seed to harvest, other than showing the plant from beginning to end, is the voiceover and also kind of like the whole thought process through the plant and like what they think about it and stuff like that. That's basically what I'm in there for. I want to see what the plant looks like, and I want to see your opinion on it. So that's what I think seed to harvest should be, and that's what we're going to make our seed to harvest. If you guys have any ideas for anything else, to add into that, let me know in the comments. But what I'm going to start doing is take a comment from each video and showcase it. So Norma G, that's your comment, and we're going to keep it to weekly videos. I really think that that's probably the best way and the best thing for me because it keeps me on my toes. And if you guys want your comment picked in the next video to kind of get showcased and talked about, because I'll probably have something to say about it, leave your comment below. We'll go through it, we'll pick one, and we'll do the same thing in the next video. I don't know, I think it's a pretty fun idea. I read all your guys' comments. I reply to mostly all of them, basically all of them. I try to at least. And I'm so glad that you guys are here watching. Thank you so much. We gained a few subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. My brother told me after the last video that I didn't actually hit the notification bell, which I was like, what? And I went back and watched it. I don't know why I didn't add it in. I usually just watch the whole thing through. I guess I just like missed it. I don't know why, but this is a redemption for that video. If you guys are ready, hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell, so you're notified whenever we post a video, whether it's vegging plants, flowering plants, seeds, seed to harvest, any kind of community grow going forward, because I can't wait for the next community grow. Get me in there. I hope your garden is doing well. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.